Picture is worth 1,000 words. You want to pull up that Danica Patrick picture? Let's see if we can do 1,000 words on it. All right. This is Danica Patrick. This is a recent picture, I guess. I haven't seen her in a while. And I bet she hates this picture. Her, she's got those like like a girl who works out arms, and her face, I don't know, it's looked better. You know what I'm saying? She's like, I got a weird smile. And girls will do that in photos and stuff like that. If you watch women take selfies, they'll take like 8 and then delete 7 of them, if not 8. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I was making a weird face. So a lot of women hate that. So I bet Danica hates this picture. And so I saw that picture. The first thing that popped in my head was, wow, she's mid. Which is, people think it's mean, and it's not. It really isn't mean. All right. But let's be honest. Danica Patrick has always been mid, And, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with being mid. Everyone wants to marry a mid, you know what I'm saying? They want to have children with a mid. After all those hot chicks, they're crazy. They're high maintenance and crazy. I mean, they're all crazy, let's be honest. It's not like men aren't crazy, too. I mean, they're crazy. Human beings, we're all crazy, But, I mean, it's great to be a mid. A mid is somebody you can settle down with, have children with, create a life with, And so it's okay. It's okay to be a mid. And, even when it comes to the 9s and 10s, because Danica Patrick is probably a good 6, And I've seen plenty of pictures where she looks a lot better than this. I bet she hates it because of I hate the face I'm making. And it's, I've been friend zoned by lots of 9s and 10s. And I understand. I mean, I'm not in their league. But I've seen what happens to, like, really, really hot women. And so, like, because you say to guys, go out there, shoot your shot. Absolutely, shoot your shot. But you got to understand the bullseye of the target is all the 9s and 10s. So if any 9 and 10, I ever hung out with them socially, it's like they're constantly being hit on. I knew this one girl, let's call her Nicole. And she was like, just running into a convenience store. And she comes out and she goes like, that lesbian behind the counter hit on me. That's for my number. It must be terrible. I understand it if that makes you mean and but I mean, I guess it could be rough if you're especially hot. And if you're like a guy who's married to a 9 or a 10, the worry of her cheating because she may run into a Donald Trump type, some guy who's richer than you, some guy who's better looking than you, the bigger, better deal, as it were. So you always got to worry about that. So there's nothing wrong with being mid. And I want to tell you something about those less than mid. Look, ladies, there have been plenties of 3s and 4s that I've met in my life that I would, as long as they're like, if they're not fat, they're kind to me and other people, and easy to talk to. There are plenty. Ask 3s and 4s. Ask any woman. It's way easier for any woman to get laid than it is for a man to get laid. All right. So what I mean is that, there have been plenty of 3s and 4s. It's like, as long as you get along with them, hey, you get along with them, and then next thing you know, you're like, let's go to my house and have a couple drinks, watch a movie, Netflix, and so forth. You're making out with a 3 on the couch, but then you realize, it's she's got that kind of body I really like, it's like real slender but like squishy in the middle for the comfort, and you're like, I kind of dig this, and so she comes up to a 4 because not only she gets your jokes, your weird eclectic sense of humor, she gets it, so she's bumping up to a 4, she tells you she loves you, she's a 5, maybe she starts working out or like gets a better job or starts doing well, with her personal business or something like that, and she's a 5. Then you get married, she's a 6. She bears a child for you, she's a 7. You know what I'm saying? Well, when it comes to those lower numbers, there's only room to grow when it comes to talking about love. Because when it comes to rating women just based upon looks alone, it doesn't tell the whole story of a relationship, and it doesn't define the whole nature of a relationship. All right? Because by thinking by that logic, you could marry a 3 and end up, and in your own heart, know you're married to a 10. After all, just Those hot ones can be crazy. They can be vacuous. Because why would they need to be smart? Why would they? Because they're tens, and so like everywhere they go, people are trying to give them free stuff. Everyone needs to marry a mid. That's what I'm saying. So what I'm really saying is, Danica,